What's up, race fans? Mike here, back inside the garage area, and I've got my Jeff Gordon Drive to End Hunger hat because you know it's serious when the FBI and the Department of Justice have to step in. So let's pull up CNN right now, and I've got a video to play for you. Let's pull up full screen, and we go.
NASCAR is investigating after a noose was found in the garage of driver Bubba Wallace. He is the only top-tier black driver in NASCAR. He pushed NASCAR to ban the Confederate flag just 2 weeks ago. CNN's Diane Gallagher is live in Atlanta with more. So what's going on here, Diane?
Yeah, well, John, look, it shouldn't be too hard for NASCAR to find out who did this, or at least narrow it down quickly, because the area where this was found, the garage stall, is limited to essential personnel only right now due to the pandemic. So everyone who was in that area had some form of a credential, be they NASCAR staff, team members, health and safety personnel, track officials. Now, NASCAR made this announcement late last night, and I want to read to you part of their statement. They said, "We are angry and outraged. We cannot state strongly enough how seriously we take this heinous act. We've launched an immediate investigation and will do everything we can to identify the person or persons responsible and eliminate them from the sport." Now, Bubba Wallace took to Twitter shortly after that, saying in part, "Today's despicable act of racism and hatred leaves me incredibly saddened and serves as a painful reminder of how much further we have to go as a society and how persistent we must be in the fight against racism. This will not break me. I will not give in, nor will I back down. I will continue to proudly stand for what I believe in." Now, look, Bubba Wallace, as you mentioned, called for the Confederate flag to be banned from NASCAR tracks. NASCAR followed suit this month. This was the first race, or supposed to be the first race. It was postponed until 3 p.m. today due to weather, where fans could come back and watch. 5,000 fans were going to be allowed into the track to watch. Again, it got postponed today. Outside of the track, there were demonstrations. John, people who had Confederate flags outside. Somebody flew over with an airplane with a Confederate flag behind it saying "Defund NASCAR." But look, he's received a lot of support. LeBron James, even Dale Jr. saying, "I hope Bubba wins today."
And I'm hoping he wins today as well. Because that would send a message to NASCAR that racism will not be tolerated and that black lives do matter. So let's go over the article. NASCAR did put out a statement after the noose was found, saying that they will do everything in their power to figure out who did this and eliminate them from the sport. This morning, the FBI, Northern District of Alabama, and Department of Justice stepped in. U.S. Attorney J.E. Town said the U.S. Attorney's Office for Northern District of Alabama, FBI, and Department of Justice Civil Rights Division are reviewing the situation surrounding the noose that was found in Bubba Wallace's garage to determine whether there are violations of federal law. The race is taking place in Talladega, Alabama. Guess where Bubba Wallace is from? The state of Alabama. So this is hitting home for Bubba Wallace. The statement then goes on to read, "Regardless of whether federal charges can be brought, this type of action has no place in our society." Wallace has been outspoken about the Black Lives Matter movement over the past few weeks and its corresponding protest. He is the only black driver in the circuit, on NASCAR's top circuit. And he called on NASCAR to ban the Confederate flag, which it did a couple weeks ago. He tweeted that this despicable act has incredibly saddened him and serves as a painful reminder of how much further we have to go and how persistent we must be in the fight against racism. NASCAR has told CNN the garage area where the noose was found is restricted to essential personnel due to the pandemic, and that includes race teams, NASCAR officials, security, and health and safety personnel. This was supposed to be the first time NASCAR fans returned to the track, and we saw demonstrations outside of the track more notably, a plane with the Confederate flag attached with a defund NASCAR banner. And Confederate memorabilia was being sold across the street. Now the race is being run today due to weather. It'll be on at 3 p.m. on Fox. And for those of you international NASCAR fans, check your TVs. Because I am not knowledgeable about where NASCAR airs outside of the States. I hope NASCAR finds this despicable little worm that put the noose outside of Wallace's garage. I hope they find him. I hope they eradicate him from the sport. And I hope he never gets a job. Whoever did it, I hope they never get a job in sports ever again. Alright? I'll try to have a review up on the Talladega race either later today after the race is over or tomorrow. Until then, I'm going to head into the garage area and enjoy the Geico 500 a little later today. I will see you in the next one. Peace out, race fans.